What's going on? So the defense rested its case in the Karmelo Anthony murder trial of Austin Metcalf. And so let's talk about it. That was quick. That was quick, okay? I wasn't expecting to make this video so soon. Um, but yeah, so the defense rested its case yesterday after only calling two witnesses. Karmelo Anthony didn't take the stand. That's gonna hurt him right there, because the whole world wanted to hear his side of the story. But the defense called two witnesses. The one witness, his original statement was that Karmelo was surrounded and he was being attacked and all that, right? The defense played back video showing that witness was lying, okay? So he had to recant his story in court. And then the second witness got up there and said that, yeah, Karmelo started it and he wasn't surrounded and being attacked. So he basically just helped the prosecution of the case. And after only calling two witnesses and Karmelo refusing to testify in his own defense, stop, Samson. The defense stop. The defense rested, okay? Now, think about that. You know, you're on trial, you're facing a first-degree murder trial, and the defense rests after one day and only calling two witnesses, you know, and I guess they took a long pause or adjournment in that case. And my best guess was that they were trying to convince Karmelo to either take the stand, which of course he wasn't going to. I mean, the whole world wished he would have, okay? And he chose not to. He would have got cooked on that stand. Got some work been going on. So yeah, he would have got cooked on that stand had he taken the stand. He'd have got cooked, you know, because he wouldn't have been able to answer those questions. We know now he wasn't being attacked. He wasn't being bullied. He was just a punk that took a knife and started this whole altercation and killed Austin Metcalf. Okay, that's just the fact of the case. And so, so today, the judge will give the jury its instructions, and they'll begin deliberations, right? And so I'm excited because Austin Metcalf will finally get the justice he deserves, for sure. You know, a guilty verdict is one thing, but the sentencing is another. And honestly, I think anything less than 20 years would be an injustice. You know, he should get life in prison, for sure. You know, I don't care he's only 19, whatever. There's there are many 19-year-olds that's sitting in prison for the rest of their lives right now today, and Karmelo Anthony should absolutely be one of them, okay? That should send a clear message to every young kid, not just black kid, but every kid across the United States. You don't take a knife to a track meet, okay? And your first option shouldn't be to stab somebody if you have an altercation. All right, that should be the lesson that's learned throughout this tragedy, right? So, yeah, I'm excited. That's the only reason I'm making this video so quickly, trying to get it out there, because I'll be at work while the jury's in deliberations, so the verdict may come down before I even get home, you know. I kind of almost want to take the day off just so I can be paying attention to this case when the verdict comes down. You know, I've been waiting for this day all year long, right? And so, like I said before, I am emotionally invested in this case, for sure. My heart broke when it first happened. Just the tragedy and the horror of it all. So yeah, today, Austin Metcalf will finally get the justice he deserves, and Karmelo Anthony will get the punishment he deserves. Okay, so yeah, a guilty verdict is one thing, but sentencing is another. Okay, so we get past this first stage of finding this punk guilty, and then we move on to the second stage of sentencing. And I pray he gets nothing less than 20 years, right? So, justice for Austin Metcalf.